Are you fed up with your internet? WhatsApp, FaceTime and other internet calling apps blocked? Social media networks such as Facebook and Twitter being blocked? Then this video is for you. This video is about virtual private networks, or VPNs for short. I will explain what they are and when you should use them, and share my experience on how effective they are at combating internet censorship. Put it simply, a VPN is an encrypted or scrambled connection between two computers. It makes it much harder, but not impossible, for anyone outside these two computers to see what's going on in between them. For most end users at home, it's usually a connection between your phone, your computer and the internet. Normally when you connect to the internet, your internet service provider, which could be a broadband provider or perhaps a mobile service provider, can see the websites you have visited and even perhaps what apps you are using and who you are connecting to. This allows them to block websites and services they don't want you to see or use. For example, agencies block off news websites such as the BBC, video websites like YouTube can be blocked, and messaging apps such as WhatsApp and social media can be deliberately blocked. When you attempt to access what could be a legitimate news website, you are greeted with an error message such as "can't find the server," which may well make you think that the site is offline. Or you might get a message like "access denied," which may make you think that the site has been hacked or something has gone wrong somewhere. If you try using messaging apps like WhatsApp, the connecting message at the top never disappears. Or perhaps the messaging works, but is very slow. If you try to make a video call or an audio call, it simply just doesn't connect. Or if it does connect, the audio or video is so poor and choppy that it's impossible to hold a decent conversation. You can get similar adverse problems with other audio or video services like FaceTime, Skype, or even sometimes Zoom. On some Wi-Fi and mobile networks, using the VPN will block all internet access, or even worse, you'll be disconnected. Internet providers are getting smarter at detecting if you're using a VPN. The apps or programs themselves that you're using can impose restrictions on where you can use them. For example, video streaming services such as Netflix may only work in certain countries and show certain films and contents to audiences living in a certain country. Your mobile provider may also restrict services outside your own country, such as Wi-Fi calling, for example. This is possible because every computer has or is linked to an individual number known as an IP address, with the IP standing for Internet Protocol. Think of it like your home address, but on the internet. From your IP address, they can work out which country you are in, and even sometimes down to your actual home address. Once they know where you are, they can bar you from some services. Sometimes this is due to licensing agreements, and this is not the fault of the app provider. To create a VPN, you need to download software from a VPN provider to your device, and this actually sets up the scrambled connection between you and the internet. This does involve a degree of trust, as although the VPN software will usually mean your internet service provider will no longer be able to see which websites you are visiting and what you are downloading, the VPN provider whose software you are using will be. However, as I mentioned, your internet service provider may also know if you are using a VPN. The VPN provider may claim that they keep no logs, but the computers they use to set up the scrambled connection, which could be in different countries and with different legal rules, may well do so. In addition, the VPN provider will know your personal details if you sign up using a credit card. I'm not a legal expert, but VPN providers are not immune from the courts, which could force information out of them. Also remember that once your VPN connection is active, everything that accesses the internet on your phone or from your PC will usually go through that connection. This also means your email app, such as Gmail or Outlook, will use that connection for your emails. So will your phone and Windows Update software and your antivirus. These apps and updates often include your personal details, such as login details, and agencies can put two and two together and work out which device or user is likely to have accessed certain websites or services simultaneously. On this basis, I would never use a VPN to attempt to remain anonymous on the internet. There may be a degree of anonymity, but you should not rely on this. I have a personal request. If you're finding my videos useful and informative, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it helps the video get out to more people. You may find online videos telling you that you don't need a VPN to use public Wi-Fi hotspots. I would take this advice with a pinch of salt. Remember, when you connect your phone or your device to a public Wi-Fi hotspot, the owner of that hotspot can see whatever your device tries to access, be this your email or websites. They also usually ask you to register nowadays, which can lead them to identify you in person. In addition, other users who connect to that hotspot may be able to see your device and attempt to find vulnerabilities. For this reason, I always keep my VPN on when accessing any public Wi-Fi hotspot. VPN providers can also provide a degree of protection if you try to go to malicious websites, and perhaps even stop pop-ups and malware. But remember, the VPN is not an antivirus. Before you use a VPN, you should ensure it is legal in the country you are in. For example, as far as I'm aware, using a VPN in the UK is legal. In the UK, the Computer Misuse Act protects computer systems and data from unauthorised access, modification or misuse. So whilst using the VPN software is legal, there are legal limits to what you can do with the software. So it could be the case that downloading and using a VPN in your country is legal, but using it to access sites that your government has blocked, for example those that provide online gambling or apps such as social media, is illegal. In addition, apps may have terms and conditions that prevent you from using the app outside your country. Remember, this video is not legal advice, and you must check the rules and regulations of the use of VPN software in the country or jurisdiction where you are. You must also ensure that you don't break the terms and conditions of any network that you're connected to. They usually stipulate that you can't use their network for illegal activity or perhaps to spam other users. If you're using a work, college or university network, there may be good reasons for blocking certain websites, such as those that need high bandwidth, to allow everyone to use the bandwidth for genuine study. However, if you are in a hotel and they seem to be banning websites just to protect their revenue, then I think this is unreasonable. The VPN provider I use is currently NordVPN. I picked this provider because it tends to be the best one for circumventing unreasonable restrictions. It also gives you access to what they call specialty servers, as well as the usual barn door VPN connection. As you can see from this list, 4 types of specialty servers exist. I will go through the features of NordVPN and when to use them in another video. Today we are looking at how you can access social media, video and telephone calls using WhatsApp and FaceTime, and access legitimate websites that appear to have been blocked. For this, you will need to use what they call the obfuscated servers. These servers attempt to hide from your internet provider that you're using a VPN. This will be a cat and mouse game as more technology is developed to detect and block VPN connections. So eventually, these obfuscated servers may also stop working. As I mentioned previously, VPN connections should be used to bypass internet censorship and not be relied on for privacy. I usually pick a server from the UK or let the app choose the best one for you. Whilst using these obfuscated servers, I've been able to use social media, WhatsApp, video and audio calls, and access all the websites I need as if I was at home in the UK. I've got a link in the description below for special offers if you want to sign up to NordVPN, so do go and check this out. So that's a quick tour of how you can use a VPN to bypass network restrictions. Have you had success with NordVPN? Please let me know in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next video.